We'll get in this game. Oh, my chat paused for me. I need to read that. I played it. It's pretty fun for sure. Def some skill needed. Ah, yeah. So welcome, Hydrix, to your first time watching me. Okay, what was it? We are in... Where are we? Okay, yeah, here's our save file. Night shift. So we're on chapter 2 of this game. Very fun. We had a little blast playing the introduction and chapter 1 last stream. And if you guys are interested in watching what we did last stream, the VOD is up on my channel, my VOD channel. And then we also have the VOD already up in Twitch if you wish to be knowledgeable. What we did. Let me fix my audio here. Hold on. There we go. So we play, just a little recap. We play Jonathan, a beautiful man. That's Dorothy Crane. She's one of the nurses here. We're gonna go see what she wants. I still want water for this plant. Look.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Also, we're all like pretty obsessed with his voice because, I mean, also he's fucking beautiful. But Dorothy, please, I'm trying to make an introduction, sweetheart. Hold your horses. Recap of chapter 1. We found out that we have been recently turned, and then Dorothy, please, my gal. And when we woke up as a vampire, we woke up in a ditch of bodies, and we ended up killing our sister along the way of trying to find out what the fuck happened to us, who created us, who made us like this. We run across a Dr. Swansea, who is now our friend, in a sense, or at least ally, at the very least, who has also done his own studies of vampirism, and we are taking part in helping his his hospital here, and we are now officially a night shift doctor. So here's Dorothy Crane.
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
Well, no one told you to come get me.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Okay, what was I gonna say? I was gonna mention something. Oh, by the way, you guys, if you notice that our graphics is low, is because that's what streaming allows me to, so I have the graphics as low as possible. Just wanted to check. Okay,
it's locked, all right.
Yeah. So here we are in Pembroke Hospital in London, England. Overall, I believe it was in London. There is a flu epidemic, to the point where Pembroke Hospital can't house a lot of patients right now, like almost at all, to the point that they're setting up tents just outside, or just inside the gates, outside of the building, within the confines of the property, in white tents, housing as many patients as they can, and things like that. So the situation is very sad. Me and chat the other day were talking about like how sad this game actually it is, if you think about it. Just like the little small details of like, oh shit, that sucks, oh crap, oh crap, my work is calling me. No, I'm off Wednesday, my guys. Just text me. I can't answer that right now. I am streaming. I hate phone calls with a passion, you guys. I hate them so much. Okay, I just want to double check to see if there's anything else in here that we can... Oh, I did not look into these. Bottle of cheap gin, small bottles. Alright. And also because our dear Jonathan is... I believe... So far, it seems like this game is allowing you to become, or like take in route what you want to be. And I think I'm gonna try to make us as of a friendly vampire as possible, because obviously when you're in combat you have no choice but to take some human blood. So I'm gonna have us take really only those that we're fighting and battling, but I'm not gonna have him take innocent lives without reason. He is a doctor first. He was born a man who became a doctor first and then got vampirism. So I want to keep him, I want to keep that route for him. I don't want him to turn dark just because he has his new disease. You know, maybe he can embrace it in his own way of like, yeah, this is who I am. No, it's not something I would, you know, give to somebody else, but I'm going to embrace it to help others. That's the kind of route I want to do. Kind of like Carlisle from Twilight. Yeah. Phone calls are the worst. I hate them too. It's like, yeah, every time I see like the number set up and on the phone screen, I'm instantly just like, Lucio, hi, welcome. Let me see. What does that say? End floor? Second floor. Can we go in? I guess not. Can't go up here. I'm just investigating the hospital at the very moment. Our FC2. Let me see. This is Dr. Swansea's office. And we also have some neighbors over here. Where are they? Over here. We have a few doctors over here. We have Dr. Tippett, Dr. Strickland, and Dr. Ackroyd? Ackroyd. Yeah. They didn't leave a message. Well, I guess I'll have to look on my schedule to find out. It probably was a schedule change. That's what it is. Most of the time it's like, eh. If it's a schedule change, just text me. Just text me. Unless it's like you want me to pick up a shift, then sure. I wanna see if we can. Oh, he busy. I get it. He busy right now. Alright. Can we try going upstairs this way? I don't think we did it this way. Up? Up. First floor. Can we go up here? No. But, let me see. Yeah. I just want to be able to explore. Because, yes, this game does have, like, a main storyline that you kind of have to follow or no choice for. But I appreciate that I'm able to explore, you know? What this? Long letter. Oh, let's see what it is. Long letter. Birmingham, 27th October. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Peepa. You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad. And Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. And it's as boring as a day without shag. Without a shag. Oh! It's boring without a day without sex. It sucks. Oh, I have a new fiancé, and no, I'm no slut. You moral bitch, you. I fucking love this brother. Oh god, I hope. Oh, okay, I just had a sad thought. Let me finish reading this, you guys. So, if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The Guard or Priven, something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are like what you said in some sort of civil military trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France. By leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I'm your affection sister, Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad. Oh. I was gonna say, I'm like, because the letter Pippa Hawkins, she's one of the nurses here. Okay, we'll have a new hint about her. I'll go check that in a second. But I'm just saying because it's in here, and I don't know if this is like just nurses' quarters or this is where she normally is, maybe. But because it's like in here and maybe not on her person, it makes me feel like maybe her family, Pippa's family, is already gone in some sense, and that's an old letter. Okay, I want to check her out. Hold on. Let me... Oh yeah, we're able to check out other characters here. So here is Dr. Edgar Swansea. He's the doctor that we work under. Thomas Elwood. I don't know how I got to know him. I forget. But here we have Clay Cox. He's being treated right now at the hospital as we speak. And here's Pippa Hawkins. So the more information we can find about people, we're able to understand them a little bit better and things like that. It's hidden because we haven't met Pippa, but we have met Clay, and then we have met Dr. Edgar Swansea. And if we decide to drink their blood, it gives us a certain XP. So as you see, Dr. Swansea has 6,000 XP if we were to drink from him. Compared to, like, let's say Clay Cox. God, it only has 350 XP if we drink from him. And it tells us if he's has fatigue or things like that. Which I find cool because, you know, if we're healing humans, it's probably a good thing that we should know about, you know? I just want to investigate more. Well, no wonder why you guys have a shortage of shit. It's all being dumped on the floor. Come on, guys. Let me see what's in here. Small bottle.
Yes, Doctor?
Oh, it's Dorothy. Never mind.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
Hi, bae.
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
I want to see if we can meet Pippa. Also, these bunch we saw the other day.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Oh, who's that?
Disgust on every street.
Is that
Good
her?
evening, Nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
It's Pippa!
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Personal. Let's ask her. I wish she'd been. How was the situation here?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
I just want to
Long
get to know
enough see that the
Pippa.
epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Also, like, because in the letter, her sibling mentioned about Pippa joining the privy, or like a little band of people. And I believe that was under the same name that the vampire hunters use. So with that in tow, I kind of want to keep my eye on Pippa just in case. Pippa is such a cute name. I don't know why. It is a cute name.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him.
Oh!
Warned.
Raise Booth!
It's not
Thank you for the follow. Jello, Jello! Jello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Julia Moon. I am a PNG model. Thank you for the follow. We're playing Vampyr Chapter 2. I hope you'll enjoy. Keep a close eye on her. I am keeping a close eye, and we're gonna keep my peepers on her. I'm not gonna ask a personal question just yet.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I feel like they'll be really sus, and that's our first day, you know?
Daily routine.
I want to see. Let's ask. What's she going on?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
No,
I'll
we
leave
the
you,
vampire.
Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I love that he's just like, you know what? Just let her have her moment. Miss Darkness. Who's this? Oh, this is the guy that we saved the other day. Oh, how's he doing?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it?
So, Mr. Hampton is a guy that we saved whose friend was a vampire who decided to go rogue.
Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Let's ask, his life in London. Your presence in William Bishop's den. About Tom Watt. Situation East End Docks. Let's ask about
How
William.
did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom.
We like Tom.
Without
Tom is a
men
good
like him,
soul.
corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Wet Boot Boys? Who? Also, hello, Sherry. Hello. He's just letting her do her thing. Yeah, honestly, I would too. Like, I want to come back to her. We're going to try coming back to her later if we can. I don't know how much of a change of situation we'll have as far as... Hello? That's not what I wanted. As far as placements and things like that. But I would like to come back to her eventually. I want to see... She seems interesting. Sometimes it's better just to let the crazy people be crazy in their own world, for real. Yeah. 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 Guy, we're twinsies. What? Where'd you... Ah! No, not cancel. Who leads the gang now?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
We just saved Clay Cox.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
No, I wouldn't. All
Goodbye,
right.
Mr. Hampton.
I wonder where Clay is. We should check up on Clay, because we brought, or, you know, we kind of brought him here. Let's see where he's at. That's outside. I don't think... Put this.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to...
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your
Strickland.
arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Throw
I'm a
Strickland.
great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Fancy ass name. Throw Strickland.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I don't like how eager he is. As much as his name is, like, fascinating, he's like... He's very breathy when he talks. It's a little bit alarming.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
I don't like him.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with
We're
someone
gonna be
eager to
nice.
learn.
We're gonna be nice, but
I'll
I
be
do
glad
not
to
like...
help you if I can.
I don't like
This
Thoreau.
epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Like, damn, you running a marathon or something? Why are you breathy? Like, he's excited. What? Don't move like that, dude. Why'd you move like that? I need to get away from him.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I need to get away from him. I don't like that he's, like, right frickin' next door to me.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want
He
is
wants
get
to
my
be
bloody
your
arm
boyfriend
fixed
for
properly.
real. He has a crush on Jonathan at this point. Is it windy over where y'all are? Got me pulling. Sound like I am sick all of my life. Oh my god. It's a little windy, but like breezy. But the natural like change in the weather, I can already feel it's making me do that in like the back of like my nose and throat. Why is he moving like that? Oh my god. Right?
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
I think...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Yeah, look, I want to try helping the actual people, you know?
I never could keep anything from her.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah? Who are you? I just want to talk to you. Who are you?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
That is an ugly hat.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
What's name? This is Mortimer, I'm going to guess. What's up, my guy?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest.
So he's having throat problems.
Doctor.
What? You called for me. I heard him. He said doctor.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
But he wants help. Okay, we're gonna have to
go
figure
now,
out.
sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Dude, but you're in
I
pain.
always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Okay. Alright, I need to go ahead and complete this shift of mine. I need to go to the morgue. And to the old morgue.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
It's locked, all right.
I hope that might help.
Someone's saying their goodbyes. Your city needs you. Every life saved by efficient medical and is a blow struck at the heart of flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. Oh, this guy. Wait, I need to say hi to you.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor, too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Let's try. What is that? I'm not clicking that.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Okay, so where is the morgue? Well, we have a map. There's a map here. Hospital. What? Okay, so Night shift help Pembroke Hospital cope with the epidemic. Okay, so it's here somewhere. Over there. So we can walk this way. And also, you guys, just like, it's not even in here. We can, like, find, like, go into dumpsters. Like, okay, over here. I'll show you. Sometimes we'll get hints and things like that about other people. Blackwell for very serious, so you got screws. And we'll also make our own weapons and everything. He said he was the guardian. It says it's over here. Yeah. I'm following the markers above. At least that's where it should be. There we go.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I'm not ready. Oh. I'm not ready to fight a scowl. I'm not ready. Oh, look, there's some stuff here. Small bag of junk. Hospital full. Please go home. Oh my god! Due to the influenza, the hospital can no longer take any patient. The hospital full. Please go home. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask. Where's Miss Crane? Where's Mrs. Crane? There she is. Can you give us actual directions?
Yes, Doctor?
Creepy noises. I should investigate that. Promptly runs away. Where is the morgue?
Could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
Okay, it's behind the hospital. Okay.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the front. Is there a shortcut I could take to go to the back? Or am I gonna have to go completely around? Let me see.